inflation. Somewhere, I don't know if it was in a morning video or not, that someone said in the comments section, 30% inflation is what someone had said. Now, I don't know if you mean it's in food. Do you mean that it's 30% inflation with food? Is that what you meant? Or things in general that it's like 30%. Is that what you meant? 30%. Because if you remember that food chain reaction game, they said the inflation at one point, I think it was going to get up to around 400 some odd percent at one point, and it went up into 2025 when they did their board game. That would be an astronomical amount to have inflation like that. Now, granted, some prices have doubled. The food has doubled. If you go to the grocery store, hello, if you go to the grocery store, it is like the canned goods and stuff, they're like 50% more than what they used to be. And some are even double or triple, depending on what you can get. If you can get it. If you can get it, you all. So I saw that. Someone said that the rent and stuff went up to 60%. It was in a comment section. 60%, they live in an apartment and they have to unplug their refrigerator to save money because everything has went up. It's to about I think they took 60% of their pay, whatever their pay is, it took 60% of it, and they're having to unplug their refrigerator to save on money, And if you're having to heat your home and stuff like that on electric or gas, you're probably having to do that too, like keep your furnace turned really low. Some people will keep their furnace turned in like in the around the 50 or 62 and it's really cold in your house. And you may not like it cold and the people in your house may not like it cold, but I'm sure they understand that things is really expensive and it's hard to keep your home nice and warm when it's really cold outside because of the skyrocketing prices. So 30% inflation. And then somebody also yesterday, the price of rent or something is eating up 60% of their paycheck. And, you know, they got to pay for the electricity and food and whatever else. If you got a car, you got to put gas in your car. You got to pay for the insurance. It's like you got to pay to use anything on this earth. Really, you got to pay. Yeah, I know it's getting rough. It's getting really, really rough. Oh, Susan B. Honey, good morning. Yeah. Said they got yours is the only comment on here. So that's Gina, are you surprised? No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because we're not supposed to talk about how expensive things are getting, how people are having a hard time making ends meet when they got to go to the grocery store or you got to put gas in your car. You're not making many trips like you used to. I mean, who is really? Well, there's a lot of people are. I'm not making as many trips as I used to either. Of course, it's cold also, but I really don't see the need to make the trips. You don't. It's like, to what end? To what end are you gonna do it? Oh, William. Well, I don't think I'm such a wonderful lady, but thank you. I don't. I don't look at myself that way. I don't think I ever have, but that's okay. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I'll let somebody else compliment me. Thank you. I'm not going to compliment myself. No, I'm not. Yeah. With the inflation. The inflation, and it's not just food, it's everything else. It's everything else. And it may be difficult for small children or even teenagers to realize how expensive everything is. They may not be able to comprehend it, but they may be able to comprehend it. Yeah. I know that some children, there was a time where children were really spoilt and they felt they had to have the best of everything, the best, and you couldn't be cheap with them or you're going to hear them complain. I wonder if kids are like that nowadays, or have they learned to appreciate what they do have and appreciate what they get without wanting something more and more expensive just because it's a name brand or something, you all, just because it's